Hello, welcome back to the Mental.Health.Triathlete channel. So today is going to be a bit of a different one. So the whole idea of the channel is to document my rise through the triathlon ranks. No, I joke. My triathlon training, my triathlon journey, mental health journey, and how it all plays into one. But today we're doing something different. So we are in start of September and triathlon season is working its way down. I think I've got one at the end of September that I'm looking to do. And after that, it gets a bit rainy, gets a bit wet and cold. And so what do you do to be able to keep yourself fit and to train and anything like that? And this is where today's video comes in. So you might be able to see, I've got a little space in the corner of my workshop. So what I'm doing today, what I'm doing on this video is I'm creating a beginner's dream triathlon gym. Now, I say dream, it's not a dream triathlon gym because if I did, my workshop would be twice the size as it is, and it'd be decked out in machines, but I don't have that money. So it's going to be a beginner's dream gym. What do I mean by that? So as a channel focused on beginner triathlon, because that's what I am, it's going to be a gym that's set up to help with bike and running. And they hopefully will be a little area for some bodyweight exercises, maybe some yoga, stuff like that. It's not going to be weights or anything like that. Don't have the money, don't have the room. So we're going to turn this sorry corner of my workshop into my little gym area. I will apologize for my cup of tea and my bacon sandwiches. I'm going to eat those and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So this is my little area that we're going to be building our winter training setup. So you might see we've got a bench here and then we've got a shelf and all my bike products. This used to be my build area for all my bike projects. So I've got a second channel, you might see a link up there somewhere, called Cranked Adventures, where I do lots of bike projects, bike adventures, things like that. I've built a few project bikes, I'm building a few project bikes, and they're all on there, separate to the channel. So you might just see here, got a bench, and you might just see the witness line on the wall where the old bench was. I've already cut it out just to take some measurements, and now I know what else I need to take out. So what I need to do is clear this bench, clear this shelf, and remove this shelf off the wall. I'm not going to show you that because it's obviously going to be very boring. So watch this. And here we are. So we've cleared out this space. You'll see that this part of the bench is gone. I already chopped out that bench. The shelf is gone. So all my bike stuff has now been packaged away, moved over to our bike workshop area just behind you. I do need to clean that out, but that's going to be a different video on a different channel. So now we've got all this room for activities. So we've got about two-ish meters to play with, and I'm probably going to come out, you can't see it, but to about to here, and we're going to have our equipment here. So this hopefully will be my home triathlon gym. Woohoo, yeah. So you'd think now it's looking a bit clean, we can get onto the flooring, but that is where you are wrong. We have to get painting. So I'm going to give this wall a whole new lick of paint. And it's going to start looking clean and fresh. So then we can actually get to start assembling some stuff. So hopefully this reveal will work. And there we go. The wall has been painted. It's still a bit damp, so you're going to join me now so we can watch paint dry. Come on, let's have a look. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching paint dry there. I'm having to kneel down because standing up, I'm out of shot. So this all fresh white wall is now ready to go. I am going to start laying flooring. There's some drilling into the wall I need to do, and I really should do that before the flooring is down because it makes a mess. But I kind of need to get the flooring down and the bits in to know where I need to drill into the wall. So yeah, it's going to be fun. What I also need to do as well, which is not looking forward to, is this. So we've got a full 50 meter spider infested electrical reel. And we've got, look at these pretties. 2 gang plug sockets. We've got normal 2 gang plugs. And we've got a couple of USB 2 gang plugs, and we've got the backs to go with them. Now, why do I need to put electrics in? Obviously, my equipment is all electrically driven, so I need electrics. But you can see there's lights on in the garage, so I've already got electric. Yes, I do, but you're also slightly wrong. I've got one single 2 gang plug socket over there by the door. The door is 10 meters away from me. One single 2 gang. So to get electricity to here, I'd have to daisy chain 2 5-meter extension cables. And I do that already to run, not the lights, but all the other electrical things I need. So behind you, there's a pillar drill and things like that. I have to daisy chain 2 5-meter cables. If I work this door here, if I work outside there, because I don't want to get dust in here, I then have to do 2 5-meter cables plus another 2-meter extension. Not really safe. So I'm going to run, I think I've got 13 2 gang plugs. I don't think I'm going to use them all, but there's going to be a plug socket up here somewhere. There's going to be a plug socket down there somewhere. I kind of want to get a plug socket in here. So there's 3 already. I want to get 2 on the bench behind you that you can't see. I want to get 2 over here somewhere, 2 by my bike workshop, and then I'm going to use the rest over on the rest of the workshop. So that's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll have 5 left. So yeah, we should have plenty. I've also got some splitters here, so as I run the wire around the roof, I can then drop it down to where it needs to be. I've been amassing these parts for about 3 months, maybe 4 months, because I've always wanted to run electricity into my garage. I've just never got round to it. Now I need to. So I want to get the flooring down and the equipment in, so I know exactly where I need to put the plugs, because there's no point running them in and realise they're in the wrong position. And now I've freshly painted this, I only want to be drilling into it once. So there we go. Right. I am now going to set up to get the flooring in, and then we're going to see what we can do with the wall. Enjoy. So here we have our home triathlon gym setup. Yeah, I've been amassing these parts for the last sort of month or so. I've been using a bit of savings to build up what I'm hoping will be a good little beginner gym for me in the workshop, so I can get fit, get sexy, and actually be good at triathlons. So, what do we have here in our massive gym jigsaw? So, first of all, we've got a JVC Roku TV. It is 40 inches. And this right here is this smart TV is going to be hooked up to what you might just be able to see here. A 4K Apple TV. Why do we need 4K Apple TV? Because this thing just behind my head here, it's going to be hooked up to Zwift. So I've got a bike, obviously, and a bike trainer that will connect to the Apple TV to run Zwift. So I can do some virtual races and some virtual training while I'm actually working out. So it turns your biking into a game, a bit like sim racing. So excellent. To go along with that, we've got, you can't see it, but we've got an Apple TV mount. So this is going to go on the wall to hide the Apple TV. We've got a Garmin Tax or Tac X, whatever it's called, Vortex Turbo Trainer that is Bluetooth and hooks up to Zwift. We've got HDMI cable, obviously. We've got a 13 bikes, what's it called? Intrinsic Alpha or Intrinsic Lambda, something like that. But it's just a very basic entry-level road bike with a training tyre on to be able to run on this turbo trainer. Doesn't need to be anything special, just needs to work, which it does. And other than maybe put some triathlon bars on it, I'm not going to do anything to this bike because it's going to be nothing more than a trainer. Right here, this sexy beast is a Reebok Float Ride FR20 or something like that. It is 2 years old. It's been used the guy says a handful of times. There's a little bit of wear on the Reebok logo, but who really cares about that? It all works. And this is about a £600 treadmill. I got it quite cheap and I'm really happy with this find. It comes with Bluetooth screen, which all moves about, so you can get that set up exactly right. It's Bluetooth as well, so I can hook this up to Zwift through the Apple TV, and I can turn my running into a game as well. So yeah, really looking forward to getting this all set up. As you can see as well, just behind the bike, we've got some flooring. So we've got some rubberized foam flooring to go under all this to give us a nice, well, floor, obviously, to make it feel a bit more like a gym. So yeah, it's taken me a little while to amass all these. And now let's get to the good part. Let's start building. And let me just show you where we're at the moment. There we are. We've got my lovely gym floor, my foam mats down and ready to go. So these were from B&M. They were like 15 quid for, what are they? 1.2 by 1.2 square. So 3 packs have gone down, well, 2.5 packs, but it's given me a nice, I'm going to say clean, it's quite dusty gym floor. I've got my bike mat there to go with my Zwift. Now, with this lovely blank wall, I am waiting, because obviously I'm going to have my bike trainer there. Let me swing you around. Oh, there'll be a treadmill there. And then I need to fit a TV to the wall, Apple TV, and plug socket. I can't do them until I've got the machines in, because I need to know where to run the electrics. So I'm going to have plug socket for the TV, and Apple, and plug socket for the machines. So I need to get them in, then I can start drilling what needs to be. So at this point, I think we're going to build the treadmill up, because oh no, actually, I'm going to get the bike trainer in first, then we're going to build the treadmill. So come with me. I say come with me. You're going to sit there and watch me put this in. Bike's in. Now, let's go over that way, build the treadmill. Okay, so here's my treadmill that will hopefully get me thin and sexy. Here's all the bits for it. So screen, cover, the electrics, the uprights just behind me. Still got TV and all that, but that's to come. But before any of that, the most important thing, a cup of tea and a quick 5 minutes. Cheers. Yeah, screw it, let's start building. And there we have our treadmill. That was actually fairly easy to build. Yeah, now let's wheel it off and get it in place. So here we have the beginnings and the skeleton of what will be our home triathlon gym. So I've got the bike and the trainer set up to get ready to be connected to Zwift. We've got the Reebok treadmill, again, ready to be connected to Zwift. All the cables run to where I want them to, so we need to get the electric in and get all the plug sockets in. We need to get the TV mounted and the electric in for that. And then we're going to be there. But what I am going to do is stop the video here. You're not going to see any more work or anything like that because this is going to be the reveal. Have a look. And this is it. So this is my winter training setup. This is the Try Hard Performance Center. So for those of you that are wondering, this is a little area of my workshop. I've got my bike work area behind you. I've got my bikes over here and I've got various garden tools. Doesn't matter. This is what I've built to try and help me over the winter to get fitter, to be more tri-ready for next year. So what do we have? So over here behind me, we've got our Zwift enabled Bluetooth cycle trainer on our 13 bikes Intrinsica Lambda. So it's just a fairly entry-level road bike on a fairly entry-level system to be able to hook up to Zwift. And I don't need anything more. It's a fairly basic rim brake bike. For what it is, it's really good. Next to that, if I want to do brick training or if I just want to do running, we've got our Reebok Float Ride FR20. It is completely Bluetooth enabled, so I can hook it up to Zwift if I want. It's got variable speed up to 18 kilometers an hour, I believe. It's also got variable incline, which is something I really wanted as part of a treadmill. I've never had a home treadmill before, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah. What I have got up on here is a fairly simple JVC 42-inch TV. This was £130 from Curry's, brand new. It is completely movable, so I can put it in front of the treadmill if I wanted, or I can put it in front of the bike if I wanted. So that's why these are set up quite close, so the TV can swing in front of them both. You might not be able to see it, but I've got the TV hooked up to a Mark III Apple TV, which from what I found is probably the best of the cheaper Apple TVs to run Zwift, and everything's hidden behind it. I've completely rewired the garage just for this. Granted, it's given me power points elsewhere, so I can charge my phones and my camera stuff, and it was a job I wanted to do anyway, but realistically, it was all for this. What I might do down this side as well, as there's a little bit of room, is I'm tempted to paint a swim bike run logo or something like that, or even put up my medals. I do have a little medal holder that my wife bought me that I could probably get up there with all my medals and my race numbers. I haven't decided. I'm tempted to put this in the house though. So this whole thing is a fluid project. Although I've now built it all and I've done the video, it is something that will evolve over time. I mean, I want to keep going at triathlons, hence why I've put the effort into all of this. And I've spent, I say all of this money. I've spent a good bit of money on it, but I've been saving up for months and I've been amassing these parts for about 3 months to get all of this built, because I love doing triathlon. Well, no, I hate doing triathlons, but I love the feeling at the end, the euphoria of crossing that line, knowing you've challenged yourself and you've beat the event. That's what I love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing the triathlon. I love the swimming, love the biking, running I could avoid, but yeah, that's why I'm doing it. I want to get fit, I want to get healthy. And this is my performance center. It is still going to evolve. We will see. This is just a very quick thing I've knocked up. It took me the weekend to do. Granted, the paint I've done today. But yeah, this is my little performance center. Yeah, it also means now I've got a little bit of area for my triathlon training. I'm hoping to be able to do more videos more regularly as well. So if you do like the video, if you like what I've done and you want to keep up to date with me putting myself through hell, then please drop a like or a subscribe on the video. It is completely appreciated. Now, this whole channel and everything, it's more just a personal project so I can track my progress with weight, with triathlons. I have got some interesting video ideas that I'm currently in the middle of along personal development and mental health. So that may be some interest there with people, along with some eating disorder videos, but I'm not going into any detail with that. You'll just have to wait. So yeah, if you want to see more from me, please drop a subscribe, maybe comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.